for sure. Mm-hmm. Hey. If you're here in the chat, let me know if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me good? And also, can you hear the music? Let me know if can y'all hear the music in the background? Let me know. Hello. You do hear music? You hear your music? You do hear the music. Hmm. Well, y'all, we'll see. Maybe I'll get kicked off of YouTube, maybe not. If not, we'll take this party over to TikTok. All right, y'all. Okay, we got 22 people in the building. What's up? What's good? What's good? What's y'all signs? 6, 7. Oh, it sounded like it went down some more, so that's good. My girl is helping me out. Thank you. Okay. Am I Kai Sanat's mom? Don't play with me. I'm nobody's mom. Do I look like Kai Sanat's mom? Well, look, if Kai Sanat want to treat me like his mama and bless me, then he can. That's fine. Let's see. So yeah, so right tonight I'm gonna be using the Personal Power Tarot deck, this one, and I'm gonna be using just the regular Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Okay, so let's get started on just like a, what's the vibe for tonight, Spirit? What does the collective need to know tonight? Oh, we got some, what do we got? 3 things jumped out. Lots of pentacles. Hello, I'm here for it. I feel like that means I'm going to get some money, honey. Okay, so also if you want a personal reading, go ahead and, give me a little super chat, and so that your comment can rise to the top. I don't know if do I get super chats? I don't know. But try it. Tell me what you think. Okay, so what do we need to know? So we got the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Diligence, passion, high standards, apprenticeship, mastery, skill, development, repetitive tasks. So I'm getting that we got, so there's probably a lot of earth signs in the chat tonight. It's a lot of Virgo energy in the chat tonight. So we got 10 of Pentacles. Maybe I need to shuffle more, because why did 8, 9, and 10 come out? Because that's giving not shuffled enough. But, hey, we're here. So reversed, the 10 of Pentacles is reversed, and 9 of Pentacles is reversed. So it's the dark side of wealth, financial failure, loss, fleeting success, lack of stability, lack of resources. And we got self-worth, hustling, living beyond means, obsession with work, false success. So, don't just focus on the money. It's not always about the money. It's also about the experience. That's what I'm getting. Somebody needs to know it's not only about the money. Because at the end of the day, we came to Earth, and that's, here in this realm, we are, you know, it costs to be born and it costs to die. So, yeah, money's a big part of it. But, you know, don't get stuck in the hustle and the grind. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Another Pentacles? Okay. It's giving Taurus energy, giving, receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, charity, sharing. And this is Six of Pentacles. So if you are blessed enough to make a lot of money, share it. Don't be stingy, Taurus. Don't be stingy. If you got it, flaunt it. Okay? Be generous. Okay. I can't read this. I'm gonna have to bring my phone closer, y'all. Hold on. Let me get a better setup here. Pause the reading. Pause the reading. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I can see better now. Okay, let me know if y'all have any questions. What do y'all want to know? Let me know what you want to know. Ooh, that was a terrible shuffle. What worth are gifts bestowed when all has already fallen apart? How shall I dress in beauty before mirrors and touched by you? What? Why was I brought into this world? It's not for you to behold me. It's very poetic. Don't know what you're talking about, but it's very poetic. Mm-hmm. Amen, brother or sister. Alright, I'm gonna pull a card for you. Gojira. You didn't ask, but since you're here, I'm gonna pull a card for you. Alright. Why is so many pentacles coming out? That's giving a sign. So we got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so 9 is the number of completion. That's, things coming to a conclusion. You've worked really hard. You've done everything you need to do. You planted the seeds. Now you can reap the fruits of your labor. This is time, and this is totally Virgo energy too, because Virgos work really hard. And so, y'all, it's time to reap the rewards that you have bestowed onto the world. And you're also self-sufficient, so that means that you really don't need anybody to help you to do this. But, it doesn't hurt. So, but you can do it by yourself if you need to. And you can also be financially independent. So this is a woman, and she's just enjoying the fruits of her labor. She's in her garden. She's got at least it looks like a woman. But I don't know. It could be a man. Maybe a feminine man. I don't know. But there's a bird, which is cool because bird is freedom. Bird symbolizes freedom. It symbolizes, just, you got this. Just take flight. Take off. Ooh. Then we got the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords just came up for somebody in the chat. So Three of Swords. So this is symbolizing heartbreak, suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, divorce, loss, depression. But you know what? 3 is another kind of number of, not really completion, but like a creative completion, if you will. Like, expansion of the idea, growth, first stages of completion. So yeah, so that's the first stage of completion. So, there's more goodness to come after the heartbreak. This is not where you'll end. This is just the first stage of completion. And so yeah. Ooh, we got another pentacle card. So this is a 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So somebody in the chat is really like thinking long term. This is where you're plotting out your next move. You're looking at your long-term view. Hard work, perseverance, diligence, sustainable results, investment. So you're planting those seeds here. You're looking into the future. And and you got this. You got this. If you're a Taurus, this is a card for you. Maybe this card speaks to you for where you're at right now. Let me get some feedback in the chat. Where are y'all at? I feel like I'm here by myself. Do I need to switch to the Oracle deck? Let's see what the Oracle deck has coming up. Why does this deck feel so small? Am I missing cards in this deck? That is the question. Okay, what does the collective need to know? What is their personal power? Personal power. I surrender. Alright, it's time to surrender. It's time to let it go. When you're just floating on the water you just surrender. You surrender to your buoyancy, all the different aspects of this experience, this human experience that we're here experiencing, because fighting it is never, that's never the way, when you're in the depths of emotion, of, you know, whatever you're feeling. If it's a lot, just surrender to it. There's no point in fighting it. Just surrender. Because you got this. Because the same thing that can essentially swallow you up can also support you. So that's what Spirit is telling me. You can be supported, but you just have to surrender. Okay, what else we got here? And also be curious. Be curious. Ask questions. Ask questions. Because that's the way that we're going to learn. This is card number 10, which is like, it really reduces down to the number 1. So that's beginnings. And, beginnings, curious beginnings, there's always something new around the corner when you're starting off at 1. You have the whole rest of the path for you. And you're responsible for your life, right? Because this is your life. You're the queen. You're the queen mother, like, yeah, it's time to be accountable. It's time to wear your crown. It's time to hold your head up high so that your crown doesn't fall off. It's time to be responsible. It's that time. It's that time. You got to surrender. You got to be curious, and you got to take responsibility for your life. And that's where you're at. Yup. All right, what else we got? And you're a creator. Come on, creator energy. Like I said, Queen Mother. Queen Mother, you are a creator. And you already know that. You already know that everything you desire, everything that you want is just right inside of your grasp. You just have to bring it into fruition. Take it out of your head and bring it into the realm that we are in. I am knowledge. There's any Sagittariuses in the building? Y'all already know. Y'all already know about, the what's coming through. Knowledge is power. And so the more we study and the more we learn, the more powerful we feel, because nobody can BS us, Nobody can tell us that we don't know what we know when we know what we know. And that's on period. Let's see. Oh, and also be confident. Because, yes, like I said, you already know. You already know. Now you just have to tap in and be confident in your knowing. Because you did the studying. You read all the books. You prepared yourself. You know. You know. So you're confident. You're confident in that knowing. And that's going to attract all of what you need. Just that knowing. So, okay. and you reveal your truth. Only you can reveal your truth, because only you know your truth. People might think that they know you, but they don't really know you. You know your truth, and you have to honor yourself in that knowing. Okay? Because this experience, this human experience that we're living is tricky, you know, and our life is the sum of our choices, right? And so sometimes you might choose something that maybe somebody else wouldn't choose. But at the end of the day, you know your truth, and you can reveal it when you feel comfortable, and you know, when you feel confident. Okay? Because you need that confidence. Okay, I am hopeful. This is the card number 1. Why isn't this thing charging? Why isn't my phone charging? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Let's get some, come on, algorithm. Let's get some people in the chat. I'm talking to myself. Let's see, is it charging? Hey, oh, Capricorn. Okay, hold on, Capricorn. I'm coming. My phone's dying, so I just have to make sure it's plugged in and charging. Give me a sec. Shoot. Why? Okay, let's see. Hold on. Why isn't this working, y'all? This is really grinding my gears. Anyways, I guess we'll just have to just roll with it. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn, I have this card for you. You tune out negative people and thoughts. That's right. Tune out negative people and thoughts. Because you said you just came through all the way. Oh, South Africa. Did you watch The Polygamist? I don't know if you saw that, but it was a really good series, and it was based in South Africa. But that's not what we're here for. So yeah, you tune out negative people and thoughts. So that's Capricorn. In order for you to get to your money, because I know that's what you want. You want that money, honey. So in order to get to it, you've got to tune out the negative people and thoughts, because that's the only thing that's in your way. So once you clear out the BS and you zone out, you put your headphones on, you drink your favorite matcha drink or whatever this is that the girl is drinking, you'll be good. You can just get in your zone and knock all your goals out. Just knock it out. And knock it out. You got this. You got this. Okay. What else does Spirit need? And you have a higher purpose. Ah! Ah! That's awesome. Wasn't it crazy? That show was so crazy. Yeah. No, but that's good that you got rid of that loser. Because that's all he was a loser. And you have a higher purpose. That's why you had to get rid of that person, you know? Yeah. At least I think that's what you're talking about. Or were you saying you just watched The Polygamist with your boyfriend? I don't know. What were you talking about? Were you saying that you had just got rid of, what was the other card that I pulled? You tuned out the negative people and thoughts. Was your boyfriend being negative, or was he watching The Polygamist with you? Which is actually, that's a green flag. If he watched that with you, that's a green flag. He's a Gemini. Gemini men are not for the weak. And Capricorn, you know you. Sorry, I'm in a hotel. There's people coming in. Oh, you were answering the first card? Well, good. Yeah. No, Gemini men are not for the weak, sis. Yes, they can be really negative, especially when they're not where they want to be at in their life. You know, they can totally, because they're so good at words and they're so good at just knowing everything. They think they know everything a lot of the times. So, you know, sometimes you got to tune it out because only you know. You know, only you know what's really for your path and what's, you know, what's going to be taking you to where you need to go, because you're a Capricorn. You know you're ruled by Saturn. You have everything that you already need. And if this guy is oh, I just picked up this card, because you are sacred. And if I think you're a woman. What's his motto? What's his motto? Tell me, sis. Or are you a girl or a guy? I think you're a girl. I'm feeling like feminine energy. But what was his motto? But at the end of the day, you got to remember that you're sacred. And so sacred is giving temple. When you know, and I'm a female. Yes, hey sis. But yeah, so yeah, especially if you're a female, you're definitely sacred. So tap into that sacredness and treat yourself. I know this sounds really cliche, but treat yourself like you're a temple. You know, make sure that anybody who comes across you knows that you're a goddess and treats you as such. Okay? Cool. Let's see what else we got. And you're fearless. You're fearless. So this card has a Taurus symbol in it, the symbol of the bull. And we all know, so you're a Capricorn, which is an earth sign. And this Taurus, how do you pronounce it? Taurus is also an earth sign. So, you know, so just don't be scared. Just go for it. Get to the bag. Get to whatever you're trying to get to in this life. If you're trying to, you know, educate yourself some more, where was that one? That one came up earlier. Let's see. Because you're knowledgeable, you can be fearless. Because we only fear what we don't know. When you learn more about something, that takes the fear away from it. Because, like, for example, I know a lot of people are scared of snakes, right? But the more you learn about snakes, you realize that not all of them are venomous, you know? And when you can pick out, you know, like a king snake from what's the other one? Coral snake? The ones that have the bands of red and yellow and black. And it's like, if if certain colors are together, then you know it's a poisonous version, and if other colors are together, then you know it's the harmless version. That's what I mean. It's like once you learn about what what things are, you can really get to the root of it and get to the root of your fear and become fearless, right? Let me know. Can you hear me good? Can y'all hear? Of course. And if I'm sorry to say this, but Spirit is telling me to let you know that he's probably projecting because he's probably doing something he's not supposed to do. A lot of Geminis, especially ones that are not evolved and in their highest, in their highest self or whatever, they will try to like kind of manipulate you into thinking that it's you when it's really them, So yeah, so you have to know your truth. Oh, and you have to embrace change. Wasn't I just talking about snakes? You see that? Snakes shed their skin. It's time to shed that fool. It's time to shed all the things that attracted you to him. What was it that made you fall for him? Was it his knowledge because you were seeking knowledge? Was it his verbal eloquence because you're trying to figure out, how you can speak better or what you can, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but it's time to shed anything like the old stuff and embrace change. Okay? So it's time to get naked. Embrace the change, honey. And sometimes it looks a little ugly sometimes. Like when you're like, it's not gonna be cute. It's not always gonna be cute. Sometimes it's gonna look like you just need to put on lotion. But it's for a reason. It's for a reason. Okay? Everything is happening to you for your good. Even this relationship, it's all happening for your good. And if you feel like it's not happening for your good, then it's time to move on. Okay? Because you're a healer, right? Your chakras are aligned. Once you get rid of all that other stuff and you embrace the change, you get rid of that old skin, and you start embracing that change, then you can start healing yourself and healing others. Not saying you need to heal him, because he probably can't. He's too far gone. You can't worry about that. But you can heal yourself. I don't know. Are you in the healing field? Like, are you in the medicine field, or what do you have going on in your life? Anybody that comes into the chat can answer that. But yeah, no, this card feels like you think he can speak well. He was going through a lot because you just recently lost. Oh, I'm sorry, hon. Oof. I'm sorry. And he was probably there for you, and and you thought that he could heal you from that loss and that pain, but you're the healer. You know what I'm saying? You can heal yourself, and you can also channel your grandmother's energy, because energy never dies. It just transforms. So your grandmother, you'll probably see her. Just pay attention to the signs, because she's still with you. You know what I'm saying? I know this sounds super cliche, but she's looking out for you from another realm. You know what I mean? Oh, you start. But now you're starting as odd defiers. And awareness about odd defiers. I don't know what that is. But that's cool. So why aren't you a nurse? how come you stopped doing the nursing thing and switched it up? Let's ask the cards. Why'd you switch it up? Up. Because nursing wasn't abundant enough. You needed some more money, Capricorn. You said, this ain't doing it. This ain't gonna do it because you're abundant. And so, fun fact, I went to nursing school. I didn't finish it, but I know a lot about nursing. And that field, you can make a lot of money in nursing, but a lot of times we get stuck kind of because, you know, there's levels to it, you know. If which I need to know about this odd defiers thing. What does that mean? But anyways, you're abundant, Capricorn. You're totally abundant. I know this card, I think, has some Taurus symbolism in it as well. What was the other card that had Taurus? Oh shoot, this was an Aries. Fearless. This was Aries. Yeah. You know, you didn't need to finish because at the end of the day, you're a healer, right? You're a healer. So whether you're in the nursing field or not, shit, my phone really wants to die. Why does it want to die? Oh, this is so frustrating. Come on, phone. You know what? I'm going to plug this mic out. I'm going to plug the mic out. There we go. It was a stupid thing. My mic attachment was making it not want to charge. But now you're starting an awareness about. So you're starting an awareness about people who go against social norms. That's what you're saying? Interesting. So, the next card I pulled was this card symbolizes Virgo, and it's a problem solver. So maybe you need to look out for, if you have a Virgo friend, lean into that energy because she might help you to, you know, get back on path. Because Virgos are very, they're very strategic and they always get what they go after because they're working hard to get it. You know what I'm saying? And when they get it, they're going to pop their shit. Okay? So, you know, and Virgos don't really go against social norms. They're very much going to be the, you know, the person who follows the rules. You know what I'm saying? So, and also solves all kinds of problems. So maybe this is this resonating at all? Let me know if this is resonating. Is there a Virgo in your life? Was your grandmother a Virgo? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. And you also have permission, right? I don't know if you needed it, but I'm here to tell you that you do have permission. Okay? Let's see. Oh, since you're in Africa, let's bring out the African Goddess Rising deck. Ooh, the first card, manifestation. Mojaji. But yeah, you're definitely on the right path. And it gets to be fun too. It gets to be fun. Whenever you're manifesting, just remember it gets to be fun and it gets to be easy, right? It gets to be fun and it gets to be easy. And all it is just, you just got to tap in. Tap into your personal power. Tap, tap, tap in. Let's see. What else do y'all want to know? Tell me, tell me, tell me. What do you want to know? You have any questions for me? I'm gonna have to get off of here soon because of my bedtime. I gotta get up early in the morning. Okay. I don't know if you're still here, friend, my new friend, but I'm gonna switch decks. And I'm gonna talk to y'all about some African goddesses. Let's see, Satira Brazen. Not sure who this is for, but Goddess Satira is the energy and spirit of Buxton. In Guyana, South America, Satira is brave, bold, brazen, and barefaced, casting a spell with her hips. So your guidance is step up, go for it. Partner with the divine to make brazen choices, and everything meant to diminish you will elevate you. All who mean you harm will fall away. Your hurdles are illusions because you are plugged into source. Okay? So the way that you can embody this card is you can make the brazen decision. What would you dare to do if you knew you couldn't fail? Right? What would you dare to do if you knew you couldn't fail? It is brazen to be unapologetically you. It is brazen to speak up for someone not in the room. It is brazen to choose a different spiritual path or career than your community. It is brazen to build your family your way. Goddess force energy is brazen. So this, I don't know if my friend is still in here, but this card feels like it's definitely speaking to you because When I didn't decided not to go back to school for nursing, it was definitely I was taking a leap of faith because, something my mom wanted me to do really bad. Um, and, you know, but sometimes you just have to know that it's not for you. And you have to be brave enough to just go on a different path. Okay. What else do we have here? And it's funny because you said a person who goes against social norms. And that's pretty brazen to go against social norms. So, Goddess Declaration, I am bold, brave, shameless, and brazen. Because you are. And you're that girl. Don't forget that. The next card I picked out is Yasigi, Live Out Loud. I'm going to have to get some water here soon. All this talking. Talking and playing and playing and talking. Okay, let's hear about this card. Yasigi, Live Out Loud. 31. Goddess of Living Out Loud, Dogon Mali. Temple Griots, element water. Yasigi has a reputation of being a free-spirited party goddess. For the Dogon people of Mali, she was the very first Yasigni, or Yasign, or Yasigni, I think. The Yasignis are women empowered to participate in the mass dances. Okay. Right? You got the Yasigni, you see them. Okay. So Yasigi's guidance. Express yourself. You have something to say, right? Share your voice and magic. Express your you-ness. The way you express yourself won't make everyone happy, and that's okay, because you're not meant to. Living out loud and self-expression looks different for everyone. For outgoing extroverts, self-expression may mean dancing on tables and screaming your points of view. Introverts may speak out in other ways and save the louder parts of their personalities for loved ones, right? So your goddess declaration is, I am free to express myself fully. Don't hide in the shadows. It's time. It's time to speak up. Express yourself. Express yourself. Come on, do it. Express yourself. Okay. The next card is Gang Gang Sara. Gang Gang Sara is resistance, right? So Gang Gang Sara, that's card number 22. Let's see what Gang Gang Sara is telling us. Gang Gang. Do you gang bang? Shadow of Resistance, Tobago. Is that Trinidad and Tobago? Interesting. Temple is shadows. The element is the bush. Shadow goddess Gang Gang Sarah, the witch of Golden Lane, blew into Tobago on a determined breeze from West Africa to emancipate her family. You are scared that you're going to mess it all up. You may have stumbled, but this is a new day. Learn to show up for yourself. Okay? Learn to show up for yourself, your embodiment. You ghost your own dreams and resist your own magic. Stop holding back, worrying, and pretending to seek perfection that will never come. Okay, when it comes to you stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. Resistance blocks growth, creativity, and evolution. Resistance may look like procrastination. Okay, this card, I might have pulled this card for me. Just kidding. Okay, but not really. Laziness, disorganization, excuses, or lack of motivation. But there are deeper forces at play. You are resisting the force you really are. The goddess declaration is, this is me. I show up. Okay? This is you. You show up. Yes. The one person in the chat, can I get a howdy? Can I get a howdy do? How are you? I left my water upstairs, y'all. I think I'm gonna be ending this chat here soon. Because my mouth is dry. But anyways, I think this was a good first tarot reading on the internet. I've done tarot readings for people individually, tarot and oracle readings, but never like this on live. And yeah, I think this is something I wanna do more, because I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I think it's cool to try to help guide people through the divinity of tarot and oracles. So, anyways, I might do it again tomorrow night. So, come on through if you want to get a reading tomorrow. The decks that I used tonight were just the Rider-Waite tarot deck. The ones with the meanings on them. Ooh, let's do one more. Let's do one more Rider-Waite card pull. I keep getting pentacles. I wonder if this is a sign. But yes, this one is reversed. It's reversed. Greed, indulgence, material loss, stubborn, obsessed with wealth and status, financially inept. Okay? So this is the King of Pentacles, fire, earth. My third decan Leos, second decan Virgos, they can probably resonate with this card. So yeah. Now, if we got it upright, it would mean wealth, business, leadership, security, discipline, abundance, prosperity, and generosity, right? But we got it reversed, so it's going the opposite way. So yeah, you just want to be mindful. Be mindful that you're not you're not doing too much or doing too little. Gotta be careful. All right. On that note, catch y'all on the flip side. Oh, did I show you the others? Oh, we also did personal power deck, and the African goddess rising. Can't get this thing closed. Hello, game. What does this mean? Oh, sure, you can ask a question. I was actually about to take it off, but yes, go ahead, ask a question. I'm still here. What do you want to know? Hi. What's up? Are you gonna ask a question? What is Nabrisha? Nabrisha Archie? Archie? Nabrisha, if you want to ask a question, you gotta do it, sis, because it's past my bedtime. Oh, are you a boy? Wait, you're not a boy. Is a boy? Oh, I see the question above it. How does Jazz feel about you? Oh, Jazz is a boy. I get it now. I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down, sis. Sorry. How does Jazz feel about you? So the real question is, how do you feel about you? Because it all starts with you, right? So I'm going to pull from the Personal Power Oracle deck. How old are you, Nabrisha? If you don't mind me asking. But you already knew that. You didn't even need me to tell you. You already knew that. All right, so let's see here. So let's see, what do we got? Respect. You deserve respect. You're 31? Oh, I'm in my 30s too. Awesome. So yeah, respect. How does he feel about you? It doesn't matter how he feels about you, because you have to continue to respect yourself and show up as your best self, because you deserve respect, and you will get that respect when you embody your the best version of yourself. Let's see if I can, let's see what does this say? Number 2. This is card number 2. Respect yourselves and others will respect you. Oh, what? Would Sagittarius come back to Sarah Pisces this summer? Does he still love you? Honestly, Sarah, hold on, let me finish with Nabrisha. Hold on. So, respect yourself and others will respect you. Confucius. That's a quote from Confucius. If you don't know it already, you deserve respect. There is a difference between respecting someone and not showing them respect. I am one that avoids confrontation, so it took me many years to finally stand up for myself, speak up, and cut ties with people who weren't respecting me. Sounds like Jazz doesn't respect you. And this could also go for Sarah as well, because if you're wondering if he still loves you, it means that you don't love yourself enough to know that whether he loves you or not, it doesn't matter, because he should still respect you as well. And yeah, so let me finish reading this. Okay. I am one that avoids confrontation, so it took me many years to finally stand up for myself, speak up, and cut ties with people who weren't respecting me. We can't please everyone all the time, but there are respectful ways to express yourself. If you feel someone is not being respectful towards you, decide if it's worth your time to speak to them about it, or if it's better to simply cut ties with them for good. One thing's for sure, you do not need to associate with people who belittle you, okay, or don't treat you as an equal, right? So the description is of this card is: a confident woman stands proudly wearing a statement shirt demanding respect. So the key words here for this card are respect and boundaries, right? So yeah, so ladies, we gotta respect ourselves, or these people that we're concerned about, they're not gonna respect us, right? So speak up for yourself. Speak up for yourself. And so, okay, Sarah, let me figure out. Let me pull a card for you. And this Sagittarius, honey, you got a little Jay-Z over there, wondering. You got a little mini Jay-Z over there, wondering if he's gonna come back to you and if he still loves you. See, the thing with Sagittarius men is they'll throw you for a loop, sister. They will have you. They'll bring you through the ringer because they're very smart, right? You can't forget him because you've forgotten who you are. That's why. You're so busy thinking about him that you forgot who you were. So let's see. Let me pull another card. Oh, you're supported, Sarah. You're supported. You don't even need him. What are you doing? You don't need him. You probably have a bunch of other suitors who you're not even giving the time of day because you're stuck on this Sag. I get it. Their aura, that fire. Let me tell you about that fire. Them fire signs, boy, they'll have you in a chokehold, sis. They will totally have you in a chokehold. But you have to know, you have to spread your wings and know that you're supported. So let me see why you can't forget him. Okay. 9, number 9. And remember, the reason why I keep referencing Jay-Z is because Jay-Z's a Sagittarius, right? And he cheated on Beyonce. Let's talk about it. If a Sag can cheat, if he could cheat on Beyonce, I don't know. There's not much, you don't have much hope. But yeah, so once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Okay, Sarah, so I think you're gone, but hopefully you'll come back and you'll receive this message. So whether you know this or not, you're always supported by spirit. This definition varies based on your belief system. Yeah, they are a little crazy, girl. They're crazy. They're not all together in the head. But my grandfather was a Sag. He cheated on my grandmother. So it's like, to a certain point, you just gotta know. You just gotta know when to just. You gotta know when to fold them, know when to hold them, know when to walk away. Okay, and yeah. So whether you know this or not, you are always supported by spirit. This definition varies based on your belief system. But I believe we have many spirits on the other side who love and support us. They are always watching over us and help to guide us on our path and purpose. These spirits can be your pets, friends, and family who have passed on, or ancestors and angels of different sorts. In the end, we are never alone. So if you feel like you are, in the end, we are never alone. So if you ever feel like you are, reach out to your guides or loved ones on the other side. Pray or ask for help or a sign. You can also simply speak to the universe as a whole and allow it to show you the answer. Okay? So if you want to journal, this tarot deck, this oracle deck has journal prompts. So if you're a journaler, here are some journal prompts. 1, how can you remind yourself that you are always supported? 2, who on the other side can you reach out to? Okay. 3, If your guides could talk, what would they tell you today? Right? If your guides could send you a sign, what would it be? Because at the end of the, you know that you can, what am I trying to say? You know that you can move past this guy, right? You know that he doesn't love you because he probably doesn't even love himself, Sarah. If we're being honest, he probably doesn't even love himself. So how could he love you, right? And you have to kind of focus on the people in your life that are still here and that who have passed on, who have paved the way for you to be the person who you're supposed to be. And that's not a person who can't get some random dusty sage man off their mind. Okay? So the description of this card is: a woman stands uncertain about something. Beautiful angel wings peek behind her, which she does not see. Okay? She has no idea that she's being watched over and supported by spirit. Okay, support. So the keywords here are supported, trust, protection, and guided. Yeah, it's true. I know I'm right, Sarah. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously though, you got this. You got this. And the quickest way to get over somebody is to, I know the saying is the quickest way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else, but don't do that. You're better than that, Sarah. Okay? But you do need to preoccupy yourself, because the thing is that an idle mind is a devil's playground. Okay? And you don't want people playing, like, you don't want the negative spirits playing all in your, you gotta just totally divert your attention. Like, let's see, let me get another card, let me get another tarot deck. Oh, this is really the oracle deck, but let's see what the tarot has to say about this. Come on, the sun. Yes, Sarah, it's time to shine, because you are the center of your universe, not some dusty. Okay? You are the center. Okay? So this is number 19. So it says here: positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. When you get over this guy, the sun will come out, because the sun will come out tomorrow, right? Bet your bottom dollar, Sarah, the sun will come out tomorrow. What's next for you professionally? Okay, let me finish with this. Let me finish with Sarah real quick. But yeah, Sarah, you need to just ride off into the sunset like a newborn baby. Okay? Because you have new life. You have new life, and you're on your way to something way better. You're on your way to something way better. Okay, so what's next for you professionally? Jao Formino? I hope did I pronounce it right? I'm sorry. What's next for you professionally? Let's see. Let's see what this spirit. Yes, no problem, hon. What's next for you professionally? Ooh. All right. So you're coming into being a leader. So wherever you're working at, either you're going to get a promotion. You might be getting a promotion soon, right? Um, this card, so this is number 4 in the tarot deck. It's the Emperor. Upright, it symbolizes respect, leadership, stability, structure, rules and power, authority, father figure, protection, control, discipline, focus, and practicality. Okay? So you're going into, you're about to be a boss. You're about to be a boss wherever you're at right now. They respect you a lot, right? I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but if you're a man, then you probably give father figure energy. There's probably a lot of people at your job that look up to you for advice. You're very focused. If you're not focused, then you need to go ahead and focus, because that's where you're gonna be able to really tap in to this energy. Oh, you're a male. So yeah, this is you. Look at you on your throne. You better do that, honey. Yeah, that's you. That's you on your throne. Are you an Aries by any chance? What's your sign? Okay, Scorpio, period. That's good. Yeah, Scorpios. So what are you doing? What are you doing right now professionally? What do you have? What is your, what's your profession? Did anything I say resonate? And Scorpios are good bosses, by the way. They're really good at leading. Yes, period. That's good. That's good. So you probably need to go ahead and start looking at employees. Okay? I know you're building your business, but a lot of times we try to start things by ourselves, but you are a really good leader. So leaders need a team. They need somebody to lead, right? So, there's probably somebody that can intern if you don't have the money for it, to actually pay them. They can intern, but you're going to need to do it with somebody, though. You can't do it. You can't do it by yourself. And that's so that you can focus on what you need to focus on to build your business. You need somebody that's willing to do the grunt work for you, right? You're going to need somebody that you can lead. Like I said, somebody that respects you, because if they respect you, then they'll go the full mile for you, right? So tap into that Aries energy, and you said it. You're starting a business. Aries is a starter, right? Aries is the sign of starting. You got to be starting something, right? You got to start. You just got to start. So, and it's also a fire. So we got to, fire, transformation. Once you get your business going, you're going to change so much. You're not even going to recognize yourself at the end of it. I don't know how old you are, but just know sometimes you got to go through the fire to get to the good stuff. You got to transform. You got to be forged by fire. You see this guy, he has the night stuff on, and that's forged by fire. So, and it also is protecting him. So you're protected. You're going to be protected in your business. Yeah. You got this. You got this. The number 4 also symbolizes organizational skills, reliability, and the ability to work hard. So just know you're going to be working hard. You're going to be working hard, and that's okay because you have the capacity to work hard, Scorpio. You can go really deep, and you can work really hard when you have to. Yeah. No problem. Yay. Anybody else in the chat wants me to pull a card for them? I just pulled a card anyways. And this one was, or is, the Six of Swords. Okay? Transition, change, leaving behind, releasing baggage, moving on. This might actually be tied into what we were talking about, Joe. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. But yeah, in order to really get your business going, you're gonna have to let some stuff go. You're gonna have to let go of the beliefs, the false beliefs that you have that it's something that you can't do, or it's something that might be too hard, or just start doing it. Just go. Just do it. But you also got to make sure you can't bring everything and everybody with you, because you're not going to need that in this next phase, right? You're not going to need those people. You're not going to need those people. You're not going to need those things. Declutter. The number 6 symbolizes movement, balance, solutions, harmony, healing, and empathy. Okay? Because in this next phase, when you're in your boss era, you're going to have empathy for your employees. You're going to have balance. You're going to have solutions, right? Because it's going to be on you. A lot of people don't like to hear that because it's hard. It's hard, but it's nothing it's nothing you can't do. So yeah, if nobody else in the chat has any questions for me, then I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. But it's been real. Look, the Hanged Man. All right, it's been real. Good night. Bye. Thanks y'all for participating, and yeah, my first tarot reading is a success. Yay. Okay, bye.